One Friday Night Fights 169 on Amazon Prime goes down this Friday night here in America, headlined by Anatoly Malkin. He'll be taking on Rugrug, otherwise known as Umar Kane, out of Senegal. This is a big-time fight. It's got a lot of hype behind it. Rugrug has a lot of social media following. Anatoly Malkin, arguably the best martial artist outside of the UFC when it comes to heavyweight fighters. It's a big-time matchup. This was supposed to be taking place in Atlanta here in America, here in the West, but they decided to move it for somewhat undisclosed reasons, which is suspicious nonetheless. Anyway, Rodtang also fighting on this card. Muay Thai superstar Rodtang. This is going to be a fun one. We just heard that he missed weight. I'll get into that in another video, but that is really not a good look for Rodtang. This guy has not been on the game. He's received a lot of money, gained a lot of success, garnered a lot of attention recently in the last couple years, and he has just fallen off the wagon. Seems to be, I don't know, dare I say lazy when it comes to making weight. He used to have no problems making weight. He's not big enough to move up to the weight class. What's going on here? Last time Rodtang fought Jacob Smith, it was an absolute beating. Jacob Smith, there's a famous photo out there, kind of a meme, where Jacob Smith is absolutely wrapped up in all these gauze, just beaten from head to toe, needed bandages from head to heel. I mean, it was just crazy. Rodtang put an absolute beatdown on this guy. They're rematching for the belt. Whatever. It's a Rodtang showcase. What can I say? The guy hasn't fought in a while. Anatoly Malkin is a well-rounded martial artist. Strong, sturdy fighter, has heavy power in his hands, and he's good at wrestling. Umar Kane, Rugrug himself, he's a good wrestler. He can put it together when he needs to, but I just don't know if he's like a technician. I don't know if he's well crafted enough to take out an Anatoly Malkin. Anatoly Malkin's probably going to run this guy over, but it's got all the social media buzz and hype around it. Jackie Buntan versus Anissa Meksen, strawweight kickboxing world championship. This is going to be a fun one. Jackie Buntan coming out of America. Not sure she really deserves this title fight, but it's going to be a fun one. They both come to bang. They both throw down, and it's fun to watch. I love to see some of these women fighting kickboxing and Muay Thai over there in one championship. Women's MMA gets very stale. If you'd like to see women fight and you respect the smaller weight classes, this is the exact kind of fight you're going to want to tune into. Also on the card, the undercard of this is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. Adriana Moraes taking on Danny King. Got a great matchup in flyweight MMA over in one championship to decide probably who's going to be the next guy in one championship now that Demetrius Johnson is retired. This is a big one. Two guys that are at the top of the division. They don't have a lot of MMA fighters, but these guys are two of the best. What's this guy's nickname? I can't remember. Anyway, Kong Thor Anin versus Tagir Kalalov. This one's going to be a fun one. Flyweight Muay Thai. These guys both come to bang. And then also on the card, Cade Ruotolo, also competing in MMA. Not a jiu-jitsu match. Not going to be grappling, but MMA. His second ever professional MMA bout against Ahmed Mujtaba, who's legit. He's got a couple of wins in one championship, but he's not really world class. And if Cade Ruotolo can go through and submit this guy quickly or run through this guy, Cade Ruotolo obviously comes from the world of jiu-jitsu. He's not going to be great on the feet. He's not going to be great for a while on the feet, but if he just has enough on the feet to get it to the ground, that's all he needs to do. And then Sam A making a quick turnaround against Zhang Peiman. This is going to be fun. Strawweight kickboxing bout. Sam A has power in his hands, and Zhang Peiman, small guy, but he's very quick, very technical on the feet. This one's going to be a fun one. Probably going to see who fights for the strawweight kickboxing title next, or at least is going to be in contention for the belt next. We'll see what happens there. That one's going to be a fun one. Buchecha himself, Marcus Almeida versus Amir Ali Akbari. Grappler versus striker, if I've ever seen it. This is going to be a fun one. Heavyweight MMA. That's going to be exciting, man. I'm excited for that one. That one's going to get really, really fun. Eddie Abasolo versus Mohamed Rabah. It's going to be a good one. Featherweight Muay Thai. Two guys that come to bang. A lot of these guys in one championship, they keep them around because they come to bang. They come to fight. They're good fighters. They're not the best in the world necessarily in their weight classes, but they come to fight, and it's always fun. This women's fight on here, not a big fan of that one. I don't really care. I know that Ayaka, I know that she's really good. She's solid. She's one of their better MMA fighters. But again, it's the women's MMA that gets a lot of gets very stale very often. She is pretty fun to watch. I've seen her fight a couple of times. I'm just not interested in it. I don't know much about her opponent, in fairness. It is whatever. I just watch some of these cards. I don't read into all the details of it. I'm not going to get into the details here. I could, but it's just not worth the time here. This card's just fun from top to bottom. It's probably going to have a lot of finishes from top to bottom. I'm just looking for a fun card. I don't need to get oversaturated in who's fighting, who's not, because of the weight cuts and all this Rod Tang mess. With one championship's on the rocks right now, but I still love the production value they have. And then finally, we've got Alif versus Walter Goncalves. Fun fight in strawweight Muay Thai. This one's going to be a fun banger to kick things off. Two smaller guys, but they come to bang as well. This is going to be a fun one. Brazil versus Thailand here. Very, very exciting stuff from top to bottom. Let me know what you guys think about this entire card. Tell me where I'm wrong, what I'm not reading into here, but I think all these fights have potential to be really fun. There's a couple of them that may not be super fun, may not play out the way we need them to. Cade Ruotolo hopefully will get a win, move past this guy. Adrian Moraes, Danny Kingow, that's going to be a big one to set up their next MMA champion in the flyweight division. And then Rod Tang misses weight, so Jacob Smith, the only guy who can win the belt there, but as we saw in the first fight, it's probably not going to be that close of a contest. And then finally, Anatoly Malkin. Can he cement himself? Can he keep the streak going? That's the question there. So let me know what you guys think about this card. Are you going to be watching it? Are you not going to be watching it? Why or why not? This one should have been in Atlanta. I wanted to go to the event very badly. It was going to be a great card, but ultimately did not happen. I wonder why. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the whole card top to bottom in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.